Okay, now let's move on to phase 2 of our training session, which is to build learning objectives. So what I'm going to show you is the Objective Builder tool that is housed on the Center for Distributed Learning at the University of Central Florida. This Objective Builder is a tool for faculty to create measurable learning objectives, and we can create them from 3 different learning domains. So this is a really great tool because it gives you an example objective. It will also provide us with links to the theoretical learning domain. It walks us through a step-by-step process. And it has built-in explanations for the educational terminology. And it's also easy to create multiple objectives in one sitting. So we don't have to go in and create one and go out. We can do as many as we need at one particular time. So let's take a look at the Objective Builder here. So it provides a step-by-step process, as we said, for the creation of measurable learning objectives in the cognitive, affective, or psychomotor domains. These learning objectives are going to be built on the CABD format, and CABD stands for condition, audience, behavior, and degree. If you're interested in looking at the theoretical frameworks that were used to develop this Objective Builder, it provides links right here where you can click on them and go over and look at the background information and what was used to create this Objective Builder. We don't have a lot of time to do that right now, so I'm going to leave that up to you to do that at a time that's more convenient for you. So let's go on and build an objective. So here we can see that we have an example of an objective created with this builder. We have the condition, which is given a blank map of the United States. We have the audience, the student. We have the behavior, will identify all states and capitals, and the degree with 90% accuracy. So let's go on and build one using this Objective Builder. So let's imagine that we are teaching a radiation therapy course. So what I want to do is state what exactly I will give the audience. And the audience is my students. So what I'm going to do, I want them to be able to look at different films and identify issues with those films. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them 4 films, 4 radiographic films, and that's my condition. Now I'm going to go on to my audience, and my audience, as we just said, is radiation therapy students. And here I'm going to go on to my behavior. So what domain am I looking at? I want to choose cognitive. And I'm going to select a level. I want them to look at films and assess them. So I'm going to do analyze. Now I'm going to select a verb. And what I really want them to do is be able to tell the difference between normal films and films that show disease processes. So I'm going to choose differentiate. And then my product is going to be between normal films and those that reveal disease. Okay, so if you look at the bottom, you can see here that the builder is showing us our learning objective as we are creating it. So we can kind of monitor and assess it as we go. If something isn't right, we can go back to either one of the elements that we need to edit. Let's move on. Now what I want to do is state the degree. To me, what is proficient in this particular skill? So because this is a medical course, I want students to have a high degree of accuracy. So I'm going to specify with 95% accuracy. Now I go to the last step, and here is my finished product. My learning objective here is given 4 films. Radiation therapy students will differentiate between normal films and those that reveal disease with 95% accuracy. So here I can copy and paste my learning objective and put that into my syllabus, into my lesson plan, whatever I like. If I'm not completely happy, I can go back and edit right here, or I can delete it. Or if I want to create more than one objective in one sitting, I can just click New Objective, and then I'll start creating another one. So let's get started with this. Let's practice, and I'm looking forward to seeing the learning objectives that you create.